Hello friends, and welcome to today's video where we're going to talk about Got the Beat Stamp on It album. And before we begin, I must warn you, I really didn't like this album. There have been videos in the past where I've had to preface in the beginning that I really didn't like the album. I feel like I hate this more than I hate most of them. The only album I can think of that I've reviewed in recent times that I hated more than this was New Jeans. So, yeah, I really didn't like this album. I, in fact, despised it. I hated pretty much every song. But let's go over how this is going to work. I'm going to run through the track list to give you my thoughts on each song. Please remember, they will be negative, and then I will give this album a score out of 10 at the end. However, before we begin, I do have some disclaimers. Disclaimer number 1. I have heard this album once so far. It came out last night whilst I was asleep, so I have only one listen in, and my opinions on these songs very much may change over time. Second disclaimer, my standard one. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion because, where's the mug? Music is subjective, and that is great. Alright, cool. This is your last warning that we're going to be negative now, okay? I didn't like these songs, so if that's going to bother you, you should leave. If you've stayed, you've committed, and I don't want to hear any complaints. Cool? Cool. So, first up, we have the title track Stamp on It, and this song, it's pretty bad. It's not really giving. I've always been of the opinion that Got the Beat has wasted potential. It's just, they could do so much more with this unit and this lineup, and they never do, and I'm always disappointed by it. For what it's worth, I did not love Step Back either. I didn't think it was a very good song. However, I will forever die on the hill that this unit should be doing nothing but slang. This unit has the potential to do so much more, to literally make some of the greatest songs ever. If you look at this lineup, you have to acknowledge the fact that this unit could serve and slay with every single release, and they're not. But let's get into the song, let's discuss. So first up, we have the background music, and I really didn't like it. I thought it was quite bad, if you ask me. I also wasn't a huge fan of the verses, and the chorus wasn't great either, so, there was not a lot going for Simon in this song. However, there were some parts I actually liked, that being the pre-chorus and the bridge, because this pre-chorus is very solid, I was here for it, and the bridge is stunning. However, every other part of the song I was very much not into. On to the next song, which is Goddess Level. And this song name, I love it. This is easily my favorite song name of the album because, it's just giving. It's giving some bad bitch behavior, and if it was attached to a better song, I would actually be calling her an icon of a generation. Unfortunately, the keyword there was better song because I really didn't like this one. This is one of those songs, I've said it before, but, there are songs where the background music just kills any sense of enjoyment I have. This is one of them. To be fair, even with better background music, I probably wouldn't love the song, but I definitely would like it more. I'm sorry, the background music in the chorus is entirely too loud. It hurts every fiber of my being. I really don't like it, but I guess I'm just old and we're gonna move on. Next is going to be Alter Ego, and this is probably the best song we've had so far on the album, in the sense that I didn't hate it, which is progress, but I also do enjoy parts of it. I thought the pre-chorus, bit of a moment, and I can get behind the chorus if I had to, and the verses are fine, so, I have no real complaints. That said, I don't love the song. I don't even really enjoy it all that much. For context, in spite of being the best song so far on this album, it's not going in my Apple Music, and I have zero intention of ever listening to her again, so, it's not bad, it's just not good. Up next is going to be Rose, and this song is just a song. It's really just a song. It's not giving much, and what it is giving I don't love. It's one of those songs also where, I have nothing to say because nothing really happens in this song. I will simply say, it's not the worst song I've ever heard. It's not a good song. It's just a song, and with that, we're going to keep going. We have reached to the penultimate song, which is Outlaw, and this is the worst song on the album, at least if you ask me. In my opinion, worst song on the album. The background music makes me want to commit violence, especially the background music in the chorus. That hurts my very spirit. The only redeeming quality I will say about this song is, ironically, the fact that it has the best pre-chorus on this album. This pre-chorus, absolutely serving and slaying. However, every other part of the song is a bit of an atrocity, and I don't really want to talk about it anymore, so we're going to move on. Last but not least, we have Mala, and in my opinion, this is the best song on the album. Not because it's a good song. It's really not. It's not a great song. It might be teetering on the edge of good, but it's not great. It's really just the best song because every other song on this album wasn't good. Let's discuss, though. The pre-chorus is excellent. I really liked her. The chorus definitely has its moments, and I can support her. And the verses range from fine to pretty good. So, it's acceptable. Already it's score time, and overall I'm giving this album a 5 out of 10, and I feel like I'm being somewhat generous with that score, but also it lost a lot of points for wasted potential that I will discuss in a moment. But like, let's be realistic for a minute, okay? I enjoyed maybe one song on this album, which is not ideal. Okay, now I want to complain about wasted potential for a minute. Cool. So, this unit, it should be slang. It should be absolutely serving in slang. I know I said that in the beginning, but I want to repeat it because I want it to like really sink in. Because think about this lineup for a minute. You have some of the best vocalists in SM, right? And yet you're wasting them. Like, there was not a single power note on this album that wasn't being overshadowed by terrible background music. There was not a single moment that I was like, wow, this member sounds really good there. Like, it was just all around a waste. And meanwhile, you also have some of the best dancers at SM Entertainment, and you're wasting them too, because, like, there are songs out there when, like, a phenomenal dancer does a song, like Taemin. Why do I always bring it to Taemin? I don't know, but we're gonna talk about Taemin anyway. When Taemin does a song that you can tell should be seen, you're listening to it, right? And you're like, wow, this song would be really cool to see live. There's not a single song on this album that I think that. Not one. Like, there's not a song that I heard on this album that I was like, wow, this song would be really cool to see live. I would love to see a stage of this song. Not just because the songs were all bad, but also just because none of them felt like they were performance worthy, which isn't ideal when you also have some of the best dancers. In short, this entire unit is wasted potential, and I'm very mad at it. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on this album down below. Let me know what your favorite song is. You can also like and subscribe if you want to or don't. I will be okay either way. And if you want to hear more from me, you can follow me on Twitter. I'll send album reviews. I'll link that in the description. And yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!